General Motors says it reached an agreement to sell its European unit Opel to Sberbank and Canada-based Magna International. Under the terms of the deal, Magna and Sberbank will purchase a 55% stake in Opel and GM will hold 35%. The remaining 10% will go to the company's 49,000 workers. GM said some issues have to be resolved for the deal to go through, but they do not anticipate any lengthy delays. Starting on Monday, General Motors will offer a 60-day money-back guarantee on all of its vehicles. It's a promotion that will involve the company's chairman, Edward Whitaker, and commercials that directly appeal to consumers to try GM vehicles. Customers can return the cars and trucks for a full refund within 60 days if they don't like them. The promotion will run through November. A new report says taxpayers may never get back billions of dollars loaned to GM and Chrysler. The Congressional Oversight Panel says most of the $23 billion initially invested in the two companies may never be repaid. The two have received a total of $81 billion. For the government to recover its investment, GM would have to reach a market value of more than $67 billion, $10 billion more than it was worth when the company's stock hit a high in 2008. The panel expects about a third of the investment in Chrysler will never be recovered.
And let's take it a little further tonight as those stories set the table. Erich Merkle, president of autoeconomy.com, going to take us to lunch now. Let's start with Opel. GM shedding Opel. We kind of saw this coming, right? They've been trying to get rid of this.
They've been going back and forth, and it's been kind of a political mess over in Europe. The German government, of course, has wanted to have General Motors sell Opel. In this case, it goes to Magna, a very large Tier 1 auto supplier. But it looks in this case that GM is going to lose Opel.
In regards to the TARP money, it looks like billions of dollars may not be repaid, and we were just talking, Eric, that this is still better than the alternative. Explain that.
Exactly. I think the economic cost would have been much higher had we allowed, say, GM and Chrysler to collapse. And really, even though GM has had its problems and Chrysler has had its problems, and you can say that there's been some management issues with Chrysler, we can talk about the UAW, but ultimately what brought us into this position economically wasn't GM and Chrysler. It was the whole mortgage mess and the real lack of government oversight in the financial industry.
And a new wrinkle coming as well from GM, standing behind their product somewhat, saying, hey, if you don't like it, you can give it back.
Exactly.
How does this work?
Well, now that cash for clunkers is gone, we're probably going to skip here a little bit. In September, we'll see a dramatic drop-off in sales. So now GM, in order to instill some confidence into the consumer, if you buy the vehicle and you want to return it for whatever reason, within 2 months, you can do so with no questions asked. So they're trying to make that commitment and really stand behind their product.
I know we did get some recent sales numbers from the Detroit 3. As far as you're concerned, is everything on track? How do these companies look? We know Ford's doing better than expected, but as far as GM and Chrysler goes, what's your report card at this point?
My report card at this point is really Ford has to they have an A. They didn't have to take the government bailout money. Because they didn't go into bankruptcy, they've been able to keep their focus on their product cadence, and the product is continuing to roll out at Ford. 2010 Ford Taurus, if viewers haven't taken a look at that, you've got to see the all-new Ford Taurus. You will not recognize it. GM, on the other hand, GM is still a sizable company. It's going to reduce market share, will go lower before it starts to stabilize. Chrysler, unfortunately, I think Fiat's just going to kind of manage their decline and eventual exit over the next 18 months.
And we did see on the east side of the state today some good news regarding Ford's old Wixom plant. That's going to be converted now into a new energy facility at Energy Park.
Which is really great. I mean, I drive back and forth to Detroit all the time on 96, and I see the Wixom plant. It's really a tragedy to see it all shut down and empty. So it will be nice to see some life return to Wixom.
Absolutely. Erich Merkle, president of autoeconomy.com.
Thank you, Brian.
Appreciate your time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well.